have tickets to a show tonight.
In case Overwatch's Winter Festival, the non-stop adverts, the endless decorations, or hey, just a swift glance at a calendar didn't already tip you off, Christmas is fast approaching. Now, I'm quite a big fan of Christmas. It's a chance to catch up on some sleep and wear tasteless jumpers. But if video games have taught me anything, it's that Christmas has the potential to be an utterly wretched time of year. So with that cheery thought in mind, here are 7 video game Christmases we really hope we never have to live out in real life. Number 1. Christmas Lemmings. Christmas Lemmings is a festive Lemmings spin-off that started as a demo in the early 90s before getting full-scale releases in 1993 and 1994. Christmas Lemmings adds Santa costumes to your little minions, spins up some jaunty music, and gives the whole environment a liberal dusting of snow. And it's adorable, don't get me wrong, but hours of trudging, climbing, parachuting, and blocking your way to safety across a frozen landscape does not a good Christmas make. I mean, I'm all for testing the limits of endurance during the holiday season, don't get me wrong, but it's more of a how much food and booze can you fit inside a human in just one day thing. Not a test to see how many of my friends and family I can save before the timer runs out and we all snuff it. Number 2. The Division.
Silent night. Okay, so admittedly, the smallpox outbreak that swept New York City and kicked off the events of Tom Clancy's The Division started on Black Friday, which is in November. But everyone already had their Christmas decorations up by then, so I'm still counting it. Even if the dollar flu has killed a whole bunch of people in New York City, The Division's game world is still really Christmassy. There are lights, giant baubles, Santa statues, stray dogs, starving civilians, escaped criminals, zealots with flamethrowers. Yeah. It's Christmassy alright, but it'd be a stretch to describe The Division as anything even remotely approaching merry. I think we'll skip this one if it's all the same. Although I guess those flamethrowers would come in handy when it's time to light the Christmas pudding.
Number 3. Duke Nukem Nuclear Winter. Duke Nukem Nuclear Winter is an add-on for Duke Nukem 3D that was released in 1997. Like Christmas Lemmings, it put a festive spin on things with grating music, snow, and fancy hats. It also annoyed fans of the series for recycling some of the levels and not introducing any new voice lines. But the reason we'd hate to live through this version of Christmas isn't so much because it's flooded with rampaging aliens, but mainly because of this terrifying haunted snowman who seems to be functioning as some kind of malevolent narrator. I mean, forgive me for blaspheming at Christmas and everything, but Jesus Christ! Number 4. The Die Hard Trilogy.
NYPD!
Die Hard is definitely a Christmas movie, and if anyone disagrees, I will personally do for them the same way John McClane did for Hans Gruber. Right, now we've got that out the way, let's talk about the video game, shall we? Die Hard Trilogy was, frankly, a bit of a weird one. The first game took a suspenseful, witty, brilliantly paced action film and made it into a shouty third-person shooter in which John McClane frankly looks like he's been hit by a bus. Things only get more arcadey from there, with Die Hard with a Vengeance turning into a first-person on-rail shooter with loads of screaming hostages. You could also shoot ceiling tiles to make them fall on enemies, who would immediately erupt in a shower of blood, which was surprising. Anyway, why would this make for a crappy real-life Christmas? Well, I mean, apart from the endless gunfights, the screaming hostages, and the aforementioned torrents of blood, the main reason is John McClane and his endless one-liners.
Best Christmas bonus I ever got. Happy trail.
Shut up, John. Nobody's interested in your rubbish Christmas cracker jokes. Go dig the glass out of your feet, then piss off.
Yippee-ki-yay!
Number 5. Dead Rising 4.
Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree. Dead Rising 4 is set at Christmas. Dead Rising 4 is also full of ravenous undead people trying to eat your face off. Fairly straightforward, this one, because nothing puts a dampener on the Christmas spirit like a bunch of zombies doing their level best to eat you alive. Oh, and there's also the fact that Dead Rising 4 isn't very good.
Number 6. Hitman. Whether it's the Christmas mission in Hitman Blood Money or the festive spin on the Paris level in this year's episodic Hitman, the simple fact of the matter is that Agent 47 would almost certainly ruin Christmas were we to encounter him in real life. I mean, okay, from the looks of things he doesn't eat very much, and he's certainly good at blending in social situations, but there's still the unavoidable truth that Christmas is hard to enjoy when someone who looks like Billy Corgan from the Smashing Pumpkins is sneaking about the place murdering people. It's just not a very nice thing to do at Christmas time. Number 7. Batman Arkham Oranges.
You do realize it is Christmas Eve, sir?
Batman Arkham Origins is probably the worst video game Christmas imaginable. Most of Gotham is rigged to explode, all the staff at the Gotham Royal Hotel have been murdered, and oh yeah, there's a $50 million bounty on Batman's head, causing 8 professional assassins to take to the city to try and bring down the Caped Crusader. Now, I don't know about you, but that doesn't strike me as a wonderful Christmas time. I mean, granted, it's considerably worse if you're Batman himself, but when you're just as likely to find a bunch of explosives under your tree as a present from a loved one, you may as well go back to bed and wait for New Year's. That said, at least you have loved ones to receive presents from. How's Mom and Dad, Batman? 2 below the belt?
And there you go, 7 video game Christmases we hope we never have to endure in real life. Doubtless we missed 1 or 2 good ones though, so if you have any suggestions of your own, please let us know in the comments. And if you fancy subscribing, that'd be lovely. If not, then no pressure. Either way, thanks for watching and have a very Merry Christmas. Bye!